Good evening, sports fans, and we thank you for joining us. It's day one of the Christmas Classic, sponsored by Dutch Bros here at the Pavilion at Cascade Christian High School. Jim McCoy here along with Mark McLemore. We're glad to bring you basketball action here on TableRockSports.net. Our appreciation for all of our great sponsors who help make this possible, and we're looking forward to a great evening, a great 3 days of basketball. Of course, obviously, we love bringing you the action, but if you have an opportunity, if you happen to live here in Southern Oregon and you want to see some great high school basketball and help support high school basketball here at Cascade Christian High School, come on down and check it out. There's nothing like seeing it up close and personal. And Mark, you joined me here in the booth today. You're the JV and the JV2 boys coach at Cascade. A good day for some of your young charges today. And now here you join me in the booth tonight with some insights, working with the Challenger program, knowing what these players have been working on the last several days now, coming off of the tournament over at Marshfield High School.
Yeah, a really good tournament for the Challengers over there at Marshfield, and a good opportunity for them to play some really good teams. Went 2-1 in that tournament, ended up losing to Philomath in overtime their last game. Currently ranked after those 3 games in the top 5, I believe around number 5. Yep, looks like number 5 so far. And playing a Dayton Pirate team right now that's ranked number 2 in the 3A. So Dayton at 4-1, the Challengers at 2-1. And, you know, as Coach Morse always does, he doesn't schedule a lot of games prior to this Christmas tournament because of all the football players that are on his basketball teams that end up playing deep into the playoffs. And so Challengers with probably, I think, the fewest number of games played so far in the 3A of any team, and just working their way into shape here as a group, and a couple of new guys stuck into the starting lineup as well. So they've had their, their ups and downs so far in those 3 games, just trying to figure each other out and kind of get this team off on the right foot.
Well, the Challengers, defending Oregon 3A champions from the state tournament, looking to defend that title. A lot of people are expecting a lot of good things for Cascade in their quest to repeat. And meanwhile, you look at the opponent tonight, the Dayton Pirates, that you're talking about a team that is almost always, if they're not winning state championships, they're definitely in the mix.
Well, they're another team just like Cascade that typically ends up at the state tournament every year. You know, you kind of see them there every year. So we'll see how that goes forward tonight with this very difficult matchup.
All right, we'll go ahead and take a quick timeout. When we return, we'll get you ready for the start of tonight's game. The Pirates and the Challengers here on TableRockSports.net.
You do when you get into a car accident and want to know your rights? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
It's Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great selection of new Jeep Gladiator 4x4s or test drive a new 22 Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. During Jeep Adventure Days, you'll save big on every new vehicle and stock only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
So what do when you get injured on the job and need to know your rights with workers' compensation? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
I think so.
Any phone you want.
Any one I want?
Any phone you want.
Say cheese.
connection is the greatest gift of all. At U.S. Cellular, we're offering any phone free for new and current customers, plus $100 to spend on accessories.
New and current customers get any phone free at Siskiyou Cellular, the Rogue Valley's exclusive authorized agent for U.S. Cellular. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Welcome back to the Cascade Christian Pavilion. Jim McCoy along with Mark McLemore, and here lending a little bit of help, a couple of young men off of the JV2 team, Tan Landers, and also Desmond Hockett here helping us out. And we that's the funny thing. What is it they say? Teamwork makes the dream work.
Well, and it's really true. You look at this tournament as a whole, and you see all the different people that help out to make this thing successful. All the parents, all the players. It's just really a family event for us as a staff to run. And it makes money for the Challenger basketball program, so we don't have to take money from the school.
All right. Well, and then here we are just getting about ready to start tonight's ball game. Early action, and one of the things we always know about this Dayton team, Mark, is Ron Hopp. Probably if there's a guy among the coaching ranks of Oregon that could be mentioned in the same breath as Brian Morris, it would be Ron Hopp. That regardless of what he'll find, work with whatever talent he's got on the team, and he'll make it work.
Oh, absolutely. He always finds a way to be in the top 5 or 6 in the state. Always finds a way to get his team over to Coos Bay for that state championship game or state championship games over there, and they seem to be always involved. And they've got a great program that they've started, a long time ago, similar to Coach Morse.
All right, well, the starting lineups are being introduced for tonight's contest between the Challengers and the Dayton Pirates. The Pirates being introduced right now. Their starting lineup will look as follows. Boston Hodges, you may remember him as the quarterback from the Pirates football team. He'll be in the backcourt. Also joining him in the lineup will be number 11, Caleb Prims, a 5'8 senior. Trey Wall, where's number 15? He's a 6'2 senior. Along with him is number 23. Here's a guy I remember, significant role on the team last year. Lane Garrison, a 6'4 sophomore. And then rounding out the Pirates starting lineup is number 31, Michael Freeborn. And Freeborn is a 6'2 senior. The Challenger lineup out on the floor, and we'll go ahead and get this cleared for you. You can see up a little bit better, but Jaron Frankowiak wears number 2 for the Challengers. He'll start in the backcourt. He'll be joined by Cannon Anderson, junior guard. Drew Hall, another one of those transfers, Frankowiak coming from Brookings Harbor. Drew Hall from South Medford. Hall, just a sophomore, but you can see he's already pretty advanced physically and part of that Challenger starting lineup also there. And then in the lineup is Peyton Maurer, a 6'3 junior forward. And then rounding out the starting lineup is the big guy, number 34, 7-footer Austin Maurer. Well, joining us now on the camera, a local media figure that many of you know, Aaron Nilsson joins us tonight. He'll be helping us out on the camera this evening, and we're grateful to have it on board. And here we go, the hay's in the barn. It's time to go. Jaron Frankowiak fires from the short corner, and he buries it.
Nice start for the Challengers. Quick throw to the corner and a three-pointer by Frankowiak.
Dayton ball. There on the high right wing is Trey Wall. Cross court it goes. And Prims working around the horn, and one of those hallmarks for the Pirates as they will be patient.
Freeborn with the 3. And just like that, tied up.
So we're knotted up at 3 apiece. Maurer in the high post. Swings it for Frankowiak. Frankowiak, just a sophomore, fires up for Anderson. He'll fire from long range. His shot short. Maurer, though, gets the rebound, kicks it out for Anderson. Anderson on the drive, and we'll have a whistle and a foul called.
Traveling.
Oh, they're going to call it travel?
Yep.
And so that'll result in a challenger turnover, and it's been kind of up and down, but you'd expect that. Remember against Crook County last Thursday, only 5 turnovers for the entire game, and they had about that many in the first 5 minutes against Philomath on Saturday. Shot a little bit long. Maurer with the rebound. Outlets for Hall. Hall out of back court. Now Maurer, and he's a long strider. He's a long strider on top of being 7 feet tall. Dude can cover a lot of ground in one step.
Yeah, Lucas Ashley with the foul.
For Ashley, that will be his first foul of the night. Ashley in the lineup, 6-foot senior, wearing number 43. Peyton Maurer with the basketball, top of the key. Looking right for Hall. Try to feed inside. It is broken up by the Pirates. There is Wall. Quickly up the floor they go, but the Pirates going to elect to slow it down. Playing the point, Caleb Prims. Fires for Hodges. He'll move left, and it's broken up by the challengers. Hall on the break, up the floor to Frankowiak. And ball goes out of bounds. It'll be challenger basketball.
So kind of up and down as we figured here in the early going. 3-3 still the score.
6:07 left to go in the first quarter of play. They'll dump it inside for Austin Maurer. He kisses it off the window for 2.
That's a nice little inbound play there where we throw it back to Austin. And there's a quick timeout by Dayton.
All right, timeout called. We will take one as well. It's the Challengers 5 and the Pirates 3. We'll be right back following these messages on TableRockSports.net.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Back to action here at the Cascade Christian Pavilion. Dayton working it out of backcourt. Wall with the basketball, guarded by Austin Maurer. Ashley. He'll pick up his dribble. Now for Hodges. Driving, going hard to the hole, laying it up and in. Caleb Prims. And we've got a tie game. 5:22, and you can see around the gym, brand new scoreboards just installed. Got some fun stuff that they can do with graphics at the scorer's table. Really looking sharp. Anderson dumps it in. Maurer with the flush.
And you can see that Maurer's height advantage for sure in those kinds of plays where they just lob it up to him near the rim, and not much Dayton can do about that.
Hodges gets a screen from Ashley. He'll drive left of the paint, kick it back out. Ashley will make a move.
Many travel.
Traveling the call against the Pirates. Now checking into the challenger lineup. Senior forward Tristan Wallace wearing number 4. Number 12 is the freshman transfer from Brookings Harbor, Derek Farmer. It was funny. I was doing the game with my son Johnny the other day. He was working camera at Marshfield, and he's looking at Farmer. He says, "Man, that kid's put together for a freshman." He's going to be a fun one to watch. He'll fire from long range. Shot rims off. Maurer with the offensive rebound. Austin Maurer gives his team a 4-point lead as we get to about the halfway mark of the first quarter. Austin was 6 in the game.
Yeah, and one thing you can count on from the Challengers is they'll continue to play defense, as you can see there, and as they get the turnover.
Ball goes out of bounds right there at the Challenger bench.
3 turnovers already here in the early going of the first quarter for Dayton, a team that normally does a great job of taking care of the basketball.
Hop, we talked about all his years with the Dayton program. Coach Brian Morris with the Challenger program since 1988. Little razzle-dazzle to the hoop. And Hodges scores. Frankowiak for the Challengers, being hounded there by Boston Hodges. For some folks who are Challenger fans may recall in years gone by that Frankowiak at Brookings Harbor last year, and he was a matchup headache for the Challengers. Maurer, his shot in and out. And he's got the range to shoot from there. Sometimes on any given night, he might be the Challengers' best three-point shooter. Bounce pass, far baseline. They'll go ahead and kick it out. Shooting from downtown is Michael Freeborn. Ball out of bounds, and it'll be another Pirate turnover as the Challengers get it back up by 2 with 3:30 to go in the first quarter of play. Into the ball game, Briley Richardson. He works it out of backcourt. Briley into the corner for Farmer. Cross court it goes. Swings it around to Horn to Wallace. Got Ashley fronting Austin Maurer down in the paint. Hall kicks it out. Wallace going to make a move. Goes hard to the hoop. He lays it up and in.
And that's where Tristan Wallace can help you. He's a good driver and an excellent defender.
Well, you just got to have, and it seems like Coach Morse always has that blue-collar guy. And Wallace fills that role in this year's edition of the Challengers.
Absolutely. He absolutely does. He's the help guy. If you can see him in the middle of the key there, he's the designated help guy, and he's always on the boards.
Speaking of boards, Drew Hall's there on the Pirate miss. Works his way up the right sideline. Skip pass over to Farmer. He'll dump it in for Maurer. And it's like shooting fish in a barrel.
Austin Maurer with 8 already in this one here in the first quarter.
Out of back court. A little pressure there applied by Derek Farmer.
And put the 2 hands on him, and that's an automatic if you're the ref, so you just can't do that.
Anderson will get ready to check back in for the Challengers, also making his first appearance of the night. A player who gave the Challengers 9 off the bench. Perfect shooting night, Colson Brown, in the Philomath game.
And he gives Austin Maurer a little bit of a break over the quarter. That's typically what you're going to see this year with the Challengers, is they'll take Austin out with about 2 minutes to go in the quarter and let him rest through the quarter before they put him back in.
Brown returning to the Challengers after a year in Idaho, but he's been a kid that many of us have had our eyes on for a long time in terms of being a guy with loads of potential. Moving to the hoop, the shot short by Morgan Gallagher, who's in the ball game. Farmer going to push it out of backcourt. He'll slow things down, swing it for Anderson. Anderson drives hard to the hole. And the ball out of bounds. And I'm not sure how that didn't get called foul, but it didn't.
Well, and if it wasn't a foul, how is it not off of one of the Dayton Pirates who partially blocked it? Would be my question.
So the Challenger lineup for you now. Peyton Maurer in there along with Frankowiak and Anderson, Tristan Wallace, and Colson Brown. Pirates with Prims. And now moving to the hoop. And making a move is Wall to make it 13-9. Timeout called by Cascade Christian. 1:17 left to go in the first quarter of play. Challengers leading the ball game by a score of 13-9. Want to take the opportunity to appreciate those that help make this video streaming possible. And that also includes the Medford Parks and Recreation Department. Winter Recreation Guide will land in your mailbox, a gift that keeps on giving with classes and sports leagues for all. See what's up at playmedford.com. Challengers coming out of the timeout, as you can see on the John L. Scott scoreboard, a 13-9 ball game. So the Pirates playing a deliberate brand of basketball against the Challengers and hanging tough so far.
Well, they are ranked number 2 in the state.
Peyton Maurer making a move to the hoop. He's whistled for the travel, and it'll be Pirate ball.
No, that's not a travel. That's an aberration. Certain officials call certain things.
Are more inclined to it, yeah. And that's where about you just almost have to, on some level, adjust.
Yes, you do.
Wall swings it for Prims. Cross court it goes. Driving to the hoop is Garrison.
Blocked.
And Challengers on the move. Maurer to Hall. Hall looks to make a move, brings it back out. Now he'll go ahead and attack the rim. And another travel called against the Challengers. Looks like the virus is contagious.
Apparently.
37 seconds and counting to go in the quarter. Challengers up by 4. Gallagher with the basketball right at the top of the key. Swinging around, Hodges. Hodges against the double team now. He'll pull up, shoot, and he knocks it down.
4 points for Hodges to lead the way for Dayton.
15 seconds left to go in the quarter. Hall getting instructions from the bench. Going against Hodges, gets a screen from Maurer. Bounce pass. Frankowiak shoots, and he scores. Jaron Frankowiak with his second triple of the quarter. Challengers lead in the ball game, 16-11. We will take a quick timeout, and when we return, we'll be back with more here on TableRockSports.net.
What do you do when you get injured in a motorcycle accident and you need legal help? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Get ready for winter's snowy, icy, slippery roads at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We've stocked up on over 100 quality pre-owned trucks and SUVs, and every pre-owned 4x4 and all-wheel drive in stock is sale price. Many are still under factory warranty or come with our 60-day, 3,000-mile comprehensive used vehicle warranty. And our finance experts are ready to help with a quick, easy, and hassle-free process with great finance options. Be safe, warm, and secure this winter. Get to the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
So what do you do when you get injured on the job and need to know your rights with workers' compensation? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Start of the second quarter, Dayton with the basketball. Jim McCoy here along with Mark McLemore and Aaron Nilsson also joining us this evening. Challengers lead by 5.
Challengers going to their 1-3-1 trapping zone.
And it ends up being a good weapon, but every now and then that happens.
Yeah, you give up an easy one, and that's interesting. Garrison underneath the hoop for the easy one. Gets Dayton a little closer here.
Whistle and a call against Dayton, and that is going to go against Michael Freeborn. For the Pirates, that will be their third team foul. And actually looks like they called that on Gallagher.
Yeah, I was going to say.
41.
41, not 31.
Anderson to Hall. He'll start a drive. He dropped 28 against Crook County on Thursday. Around the horn it goes. Maurer sets, shoots. Shot just a little bit short. There with the rebound is Michael Freeborn. Up the floor it goes. Kick it back out. And they'll feed it inside for Prims. And now going to the hoop. A shot rejected by Hall. And Anderson tries to wrest it away. Foul in the backcourt. And that'll go against Freeborn. Or showing on the scoreboard. Garrison. One way or the other, at the end of the day, it's the Pirates with their 4th team foul. Austin Maurer, Frankowiak, feeds it inside. Peyton Maurer, balls to the floor, shot, rolls around and out by Austin Maurer. Foul will be called against Cannon Anderson. That'll be his first personal of the ball game for the Challengers, just their 2nd team foul of the night.
Yeah, pretty physical game so far, Jim. It looks like from what I'm seeing here. Both teams playing very physical basketball.
And no real surprise. I mean, and you're talking about, we've mentioned it earlier here tonight, a couple of perennial powerhouses in the Oregon 3A. And these are definitely a pair of programs where you learn about the value of culture. Colson Brown wrests away the rebound. Over to Peyton Maurer. Now for Hall. Little spinning drive. Feeds it. Short corner 3 by Peyton.
That's good to see right there. See Peyton knock down one of those.
Well, it seems like the name of the game for him is to knock that first one down, and he's golden after that. But he's one of those guys on that Challenger team that contributes in so many other ways besides scoring. Feed the ball into the high post for Michael Freeborn.
I think they're going to get Peyton with the foul.
For the Challengers, that will be their 3rd team foul.
And it looks like they're going to go back to man here, at least for the out-of-bounds play.
Inbound for Garrison. Pass right of the paint to Trey Wall.
And Drew Hall's going to pick up a foul. A couple of quick whistles there against the Challengers.
So now both teams with 4 team violations. Hall with his first personal as Farmer gets ready to check back in. High post, Wall makes a move, picks up his dribble though against the defensive Hall. Firing from the 3 free throw line. Freeborn, nothing but net.
He's got 5 now.
And it's a 4-point game.
And Dayton picking up full court.
Hall to Brown. Brown's going to start a drive, go hard to the hoop. As he drives the baseline, it ends up going through the hands of Wallace. And Pirates start the break, and the ball ends up out of bounds. Austin Maurer going to come out of the contest. So the Challenger lineup for you now: Anderson, Brown, Farmer, Hall, and Wallace. Anderson finds Colson Brown. Brown drives hard, pulls up, shoots. It rolls off. Rebound on the weak side over to Hodges. Hodges quickly up the floor, driving hard to the hole. Missing the shot is Trey Wall. Challengers take it out of backcourt. Hall going hard to the hole with the left hand for 2.
That's where Drew Hall's hitting best, when he's in transition, when he get out and get in front of guys.
Challengers now lead by 6. Hall with his first bucket of the ball game. Hodges feeds it and trying to make a move to the hoop. There is Garrison. Garrison guarded well there by Farmer, but he still manages to knock down the jumper.
Yeah, good defense by Farmer, but better offense that time by Garrison.
Well, he just elevated up over his defender and made it happen. Meanwhile, Hall with a move to the hoop. And that will send Drew Hall to the free throw line with an opportunity to extend the Challenger lead of 4 here about midway through the second quarter.
Right, yeah, first free throws of the game.
First free throw attempt is good. Jaron Frankowiak back into the Challenger lineup. Also getting set to come back in is the big guy, Austin Maurer. Hall's free throw attempt rolls around and down.
And Maurer in for Drew Hall.
Hall comes out for a well-earned breather. He's got 4 in the ball game. Hodges drives. He'll kick it out for Ashley. Ashley out high. Screen offered there by Morgan Gallagher. So they've got a couple of big physical guys there in that Dayton lineup.
Yeah, they usually have those guys, if you remember correctly. 1 or 2 of them at least. They might not be super tall, but they're super strong.
Pulling up, shooting from the free throw line. Trey Wall draws the Pirates within 4. Tristan Wallace going to pull up, shoot. His shot a little bit long. And there with the weak side rebound is Michael Freeborn. Up the floor, Hodges. And making a move to the hoop. Can't get the shot to go is Gallagher. But there with the finish on the offensive glass is Trey Wall. Challenger lead down to 2. Colson Brown looking for Austin Maurer. Maurer swings it around. Frankowiak shoots. His shot in and out. Quickly up the floor it goes.
Good hustle by Tristan Wallace and to get that thing out of bounds.
He'll tip it away to prevent the break. Taking a tumble there is Wall. Hodge is going to come out for a breather. That Dayton lineup for you, they've got Prims in there along with Freeborn. And shooting it is Wall. And we've got a tie game.
And Wall's got 8, and you can tell he's heating up.
Peyton Maurer with the basketball for Hall. Gets a screen from Austin Maurer. He'll spin, kick it out. Frankowiak going to pull up, shoot. His shot rolls around and out. Colson Brown with the offensive rebound. Austin Maurer will try it. It's short. And they're making a move to the hoop is Peyton Maurer off the offensive glass. And we have a whistle and a foul called against Dayton. Caleb Prims whistled for the personal.
Maurer makes the first of the free throws. Cannon Anderson back in. Colson Brown out.
Peyton, opportunity here to put his team up by 2 with 2:04 left to go in the half. And that one will rim out as the Challenger lead remains 1. Out of backcourt is Prims, guarded by Frankowiak. He'll kick it out. Swing it over in the corner for Wall, who's had the hot hand here in the first half. Back out it goes. Ashley with the ball, cross court for Prims. Prims going to drive. Little fadeaway jumper, 2.
And for the first time in the game, the Challengers give up the lead.
25-24, 1:25 to go in the half. Driving hard. There's Drew Hall.
And Drew Hall takes it right back.
Hall now 6 points in the ball game. And that call will go against Wall for Trey. That will be his first personal of the ball game. 17 fouls called against the Pirates.
Hall makes the free throw. He's 3 for 3 from the line. 7 points.
And if my math is correct, I believe they're 5 for 6 from the free throw line. Ashley, way out high on the left wing. Bringing it back out is Caleb Prims. Skip pass, Ashley. Swinging for Prims. He had his man Anderson beat. And looks like it goes out of bounds.
Turned it over. Yeah, Prims has not dribbled it out of bounds. 5th turnover for Dayton.
Hall out of backcourt, being picked up by Wall. That's been a fun matchup this evening. Frankowiak guarded by Ashley. Hall kicks it out for Anderson. He starts to make a move. Guard-to-guard exchange. Over on the short corner, you can tell he's looking for Austin Maurer inside. Frankowiak's going to fire his shot just a little bit long off the back iron. Rebound by Prims. Ashley having a Frankowiak there pestering him defensively. He shakes the defender. Now shooting from the free throw line. Missing the shot is Gallagher. And the buzzer sounds. And that will end the first half of play. 16 minutes of basketball in the book. Cascade Christian leading a tough one here, 27-25. We'll be back with the Medford Parks and Rec halftime report following these messages on TableRockSports.net.
Any phone you want.
Anyone I want?
Any phone you want.
Connection is the greatest gift of all. At US Cellular, we're offering any phone free for new and current customers, plus $100 to spend on accessories.
New and current customers get any phone free at Siskiyou Cellular, the Rogue Valley's exclusive authorized agent for US Cellular. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
And welcome back to the Cascade Christian Pavilion. The Challengers leading the Dayton Pirates by a score of 27-25 at the half. I want to invite you to stick around. We'll get our first look on Table Rock Sports at the Challenger girls as they take on the Phoenix Pirates in a game that tips off at 7:30. Aaron Nilsson will be on the call along with yours truly on the camera as Mark goes back to, you talk about a busy guy. Mark's not only coaching the JV boys, the JV2 boys, but he's also the tournament director.
Yeah,
so
it's been a busy couple of days here as we get this thing rolling. 40 teams in the tournament, JV, JV2, varsity, boys and girls. So man, it has been a lot of fun and a lot of work to get this thing together. But like I said earlier, it's just one of those things that's fun for the kids, fun for the parents. It's a nice local tournament around the holiday season to kind of get you in the mood for Christmas, at least as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, it's just kind of become, and you think about this now, the 31st edition of the Christmas Classic, and a long way it's come. I can remember back in the early 90s, and this is far back enough that it would have been back, I think right about the time my wife and I got engaged, watching them play over at Scenic in their gymnasium over there, and in the years that, a good decade ahead of the Cascade Christian Pavilion. But it's been going on. It's grown a lot over the years. You look at, you got a nice really mix up. You have some top 3A talent in the state. We'll see Westside Christian, by the way. You want to see a really good team and a team that will contend for a 3A title. Westside will be in action against Klamath Union. That game will be at 9 o'clock this evening. And, of course, we mentioned earlier, the Phoenix girls will be up against the Cascade Christian girls at 7:30. We're watching Dayton, number 2 team in the state right now. And one of the top teams in the Oregon 3-way. Then on top of that, we've had a chance to watch the St. Mary's boys come away with a victory against the Santiam Christian Eagles. And I have to admit, Mark, that kind of took me. Santiam Christian's always a tough out. Now, I know St. Mary's has some good athletes on it, but I don't know that was necessarily something I expected, other than the fact that the Crusaders got out to that fast early start, and it got close at times, but the Crusaders ended up pulling away.
Yeah, and I'm not convinced Santiam Christian's been one of those teams this year so far that's been on and off a little bit. Jekyll and Hyde kind of team, and I think they were a little bit of a Jekyll.
Yeah,
today. Didn't shoot the ball very well, and St. Mary's took advantage of it. They really did, and kind of see Santiam live by the 3, die by the 3, and they were not making threes tonight, and St. Mary's was able to make their shots, and at least some of them enough to win the ball game. So that was really, that was an interesting game, and also a bit of a surprise to see St. Mary's get the win in that one.
And then we had the Harrisburg boys beating North Valley 42-30. A couple of local opponents squaring off for the second time. Eagle Point getting revenge for a loss earlier by defeating the Pirates at 1:30 this afternoon. Then we also had a chance to see the Eagle Point girls. They'll be taking on the Challenger girls on Friday night. They came away winners against North Valley, that Eagle Point team under Marvin Denman looking pretty solid. Then the St. Mary's girls taking on Klamath Union. Klamath Union, 4A team, coming away with the victory in that ball game. And that's to say nothing. All of this is going on at the Cascade Christian Pavilion. All of our JV and JV2 bracket games are going on in that nice new gymnasium over at Grace Christian.
Yeah. And so, there's games going on there. There's games going on here all day long, from pretty much from 10:30 to 7:30 start times all throughout the next 2 days. Into tonight's game at 9 o'clock being the late one. We always go a little bit later on the first day of the tournament, and then after that the games get a little earlier. The final games get a little earlier as we move along. But it's been a great tournament so far. Everyone always enjoys it, and it's a great fundraiser for the Cascade Christian boys basketball program. So again, if you have time to make it down here, it's certainly worth coming and watching a few games because they're going on all day.
Well, let's go ahead and take a look at those halftime stats, Mark.
Yeah, so far in the first half for the Dayton Pirates, they shoot 12 for 22. That's 54%. So a pretty nice shooting night for them so far. They had 5 turnovers in that first half, and really no one in foul trouble for them. A few guys with 1 or 2 fouls, but nothing more than that. Scoring for for Dayton. We were talking about Santiam. Scoring for Dayton in the first half, Boston Hodges with 4, Caleb Pribbs with 4, Trey Wall with 8. He seems to be their guy. They've been trying to get the ball to him pretty regularly. Lane Garrison had 4, and Michael Freeborn with 5. So of the starters, all the starters have scored in that first half, and all of them have at least 4 points. So, Ryan kind of mentioned to me a little bit before this game and Coach Morris said the same, that there wasn't necessarily a star on this team, just 5 pretty solid players, and we saw that in the first half with each of them getting at least 4 on the scoreboard. For the Cascade Christian Challengers in the first half, they shot 10 for 22. That's 45%. From the field, 3 for 4 from the free throw line. That's 75%. And the Challengers had 6 turnovers in that first half. For scoring for Cascade Christian, Jaron Frankowiak with those 2 threes. He had 6 points. Tristan Wallace with a bucket for 2. Drew Hall, two buckets and 3 for 3 from the foul line for 7 points. Peyton Maurer had a 3 and a free throw for 4. And Austin Maurer leading the way with 8 points, all inside the key area, as the Challengers did a good job, I thought, early of getting him the ball inside. That's pretty much the stats for the first half, and a really good game so far. Expected to be that way in the second half as well.
You betcha. Well, our halftime report brought to you by the Medford Parks and Recreation Department. They invite you to discover all the great classes, field trips, activities, and sports leagues coming up. Visit playmedford.com and to find something for everyone in the family. Got a couple of minutes to go before we start the second half. Stick around. We've got second half action. The Challengers and the Pirates. It's a 2-point game right now. Don't you dare go away. We've got more coming right up.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Come enjoy the patio weather and a brand new menu at Tap Rock Northwest Grill, where friends and family gather and memories are made. Come visit us today or visit our website.
Helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Daily adventures start right here at Pinnacle 365. You'll find exactly what you need for your morning motivation. Later in the day, add some crunch to your lunch with Crispy Crunchy Chicken's mouth-watering chicken and chicken tenders. Wherever your next adventure takes you, we're here to keep you energized throughout the day. And our new Peak Rewards program helps you save money on fuel so you can travel further for less. Daily adventures are better with Pinnacle 365.
There's a time machine that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
Well, that concludes our halftime report brought to you by the Medford Parks and Recreation Department. Jim McCoy, Mark McLemore, Aaron Nilsson here, getting ready for the second half of action in what has been a hard-fought ball game. The Challengers have maintained the lead throughout much of the ball game, but the Pirates have hung right with them. What will the third quarter hold in store? This is what we find out now.
Yeah, it's been a great first half, and see both teams kind of feeling each other out, and now we're trying to figure out what's going on. We got a clock issue. What's going on with the possession arrow? And I think there's some discussion about who's got the ball here, but it looks like it's going to be Challengers basketball.
Challengers take it out of backcourt. They'll move from left to right here in the second half, wearing their purple jerseys with white numerals. Swing it for Hall. Hall makes a move to the hoop and is shot over the basket and out. Trey Wall with the rebound. Wall for Caleb Brims. For Hodges. Hodges going to pull up and shoot, but it's blocked by Frankowiak. Good defensive play there by Jaron, and not easily done. Hodges with a 38-inch vertical leap.
Well, and I tell you what, Frankowiak can jump too. You saw it right there.
Yep.
He can get up, and he surprises people with his leaping ability.
Frankowiak will bring it out of backcourt. One of many fine ball handling options the Challengers have. Hall, he's at the free throw line. Swings it. Anderson shot. That rainbow jumper overshoots the mark, and a rebound taken by Freeborn. Freeborn, Ashley, round the horn it goes for Prims. Throughout the night, we've seen Dayton opting for the half-court game. Ashley, his shot rims around in and out, but there is Wall with the rebound. He'll feed it, and there to lay it up and in is Michael Freeborn.
I'll tell you what, Wall's been their best player so far, even there getting the extra effort to make a play on that.
Maurer starts a drive, kicks it back out for his brother Peyton. Peyton drives to the hoop, but his shot won't stick. Hodges and the Pirates out of backcourt. Ashley trying to shake his defender. Jaron Frankowiak whistled for his second foul of the ball game. Coming into the ball game for the Challengers, Colson Brown. Over the far corner goes, bounce pass for Ashley. Ashley in the low post, trying to make a move on Maurer, and he gets it to go.
Well, that was, I don't know how he got that one even under Maurer, but he did somehow.
Got the soft touch there.
And just like that, Dayton takes the lead.
Pirates now up by 2, and a steal. Ashley got to kick it back out. Looking at a shot is Freeborn. Shot a little bit long. Austin Maurer with the rebound. Outlets for Hall. Hall quickly up the floor. Dayton in the transition defense. Austin going to drive hard to the hole. His shot, and the Challengers can't buy a bucket.
Nope, they can't.
Ball tipped around. Maurer says, look what I found. Now for Frankowiak. Frankowiak making his move. And Jaron Frankowiak he's got a shot now at a three-point play. Luke Ashley called for the foul. Back in the day, we called that getting jocked out of your strap.
Yeah.
Timeout called on the floor. We will take one as well. It's a tie ball game at 29 apiece. We'll be right back following these messages.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Any time is a good time to plan your funeral, except at the time of the funeral. At Conger Morris, we know that there are so many advantages to planning ahead. It eases the burden on our families at their worst time. Pre-planning also alleviates their stress, knowing the funeral costs are already taken care of. And it allows your service to be more meaningful, with all of your wishes being taken care of. Call us today for personalized assistance in creating your own plan. Conger Morris, we'll always be there.
5:16 to go on the third. Game knotted up at 29. Frankowiak with an opportunity to change that. Shot nothing but net. And the Challengers now up by 1. Here comes Hodges out of backcourt. Making his move is Gallagher. Now for Wall. Hodges. Bounce pass down on the paint. Good looking pass there. The Challengers with a good defense there to prevent the shot. Hodges against Brown. Got to kick it out for Gallagher. Prims with it. Guarded by Wallace. Bounce pass. Hodges. Hodges going to shoot from long range. His shot just off target. Offensive rebound by Freeborn. Almost loses the handle on it there, but maintains control. Works it up top to Trey Wall, who's got to be considered one of the top players in the Pac West League. Shot in and out. Battle underneath the board. You have Austin Maurer and Trey Wall battling for it. Foul called against the Pirates. Their third team foul of the half. Now Briley Richardson will check in for the Challengers. He was out last week with some illness, but another one of those guys that we can see that can come off the Challenger bench and fill it up from long range. See him there with the handles. Work the ball for Farmer. Farmer to Austin Maurer.
They're going to call that foul on Maurer.
That's ridiculous.
Unbelievable.
I think the video evidence speaks for itself. Not a good call for Austin, his first foul of the ball game. For the Challengers, their second team foul of the half. I don't know how you get a foul against the offensive player on that.
I don't. You shouldn't.
Cross-court pass, Hodges, Wall. Hodges going to pull up, shoot, his shot in and out.
And finally they call a Dayton over the back foul.
So the whistle will go against the Pirates. That'll be their 4th team foul. Foul call against
Tanner Gentry.
Tanner Gentry, who just checked in the ball game. Another one of those big wide body guys. Dayton's got a lot of beef in that lineup. Challengers lead by 1. Down in the corner, Wallace to Austin Maurer. He'll kick it out for Farmer. Farmer shoots. His shot off to the right, no good, as the Challengers continue to struggle some here in the third quarter.
As they've done, in the past, we've seen Challenger teams, for whatever reason, sort of struggle in the third quarter. They only have 3 points in the quarter here with 3 minutes to go. Dayton not doing a lot better, actually. They just have 4.
Hodges feeds it down in the corner there to Michael Freeborn.
And he travels with it and turns it over.
A Pirate turnover. Quickly up the floor it goes to Farmer. Farmer starts a drive, but he's met there defensively by Freeborn. Now to Maurer at the top of the key. Maurer starts to make his move, goes hard to the hole. He lays it up and in.
And they go to the 5 out, put Maurer out at the top of the key and give him the ball and let him go to work. Nice.
Well, that's where you can see, he's not just any 7-footer. He's a 7-footer with moves.
A little bit of handles.
For Maurer, that's 12 points in the ball game. And the whistle goes against Tanner Gentry, his 2nd personal foul. And you see he's got a nice touch from the free throw line as well. Timeout called. 2:46 to go in the third. John L. Scott scoreboard. Challengers 33 and the Pirates 29. We'll be right back.
Dear Dad, today was hard. You know how much I love you, and you know how much I love sports. I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love to play, and I love my team. I want us both to enjoy the game, win or lose. But we can't if you always lose your temper. I hope you can cheer for me and the other players. It's about more than just the score. It's about us all enjoying the experience. I hope you can join me for my next game.
Dayton basketball, 4-point game. Hodges out of back court against Farmer. They'll fire it down in the corner. And knocking it down is Caleb Brims. The triple puts the Pirates within 1. 2:25 to go here in what has been a rough and rugged third quarter of play. Hall picks up his dribble. Feeds for Peyton Maurer. They'll dump it in to Austin Maurer, and a whistle goes against the Pirates. And that'll go against Morgan Gallagher, the 6'3 senior. Whistled for his 3rd personal of the ball game. Checking in for the Pirates, that's number 23, Lane Garrison. Farmer, corner of the free throw line. On the corner front, Kowiak. His shot, nothing but air. Rebound, Dayton. Opportunity to take a lead here. Hodges against Hall. Ashley will fire from downtown, and he buries it. Dayton lead is now 2 with 1:45 to go in the third.
And the Challengers need a bucket. They've really struggled in this quarter to score.
Hall finds Peyton Maurer. Pass just a little off target. Ostenmauer going to shoot, and his shot rims out. Dayton rebound. Hodges out of back court. Up for Ashley. Ashley against Maurer. They'll dump it down on the low post. Now feed Ashley. He'll make a move. But there with the defense is Austin Maurer. They'll say out of bounds called as Cannon Anderson checks in for Derek Farmer. Colson Brown coming in. 6'3" junior. Wall feeds it. Firing from the corner. That's Caleb Prims. With the three-pointer, he gives Dayton their largest lead of the game. Hall starts a drive, rolls to the hoop. And we have a foul called against the Pirates. And that'll go against Lucas Ashley. That'll be his third of the ball game. And now the Pirates into the penalty.
Challengers be shooting free throws the rest of the game here, and boy, they could use some makes as the first one is missed by Drew Hall.
So the Pirate lineup for you, number 11 is Prims, 1 is Hodges, 15 is Trey Wall. Hall misses a pair of free throws. 31 is Michael Freeborn, and 23 is Lane Garrison. Shot, knocking it down, and the Pirates catching fire here as they now lead by 7. Hall moves to the hoop. His runner in and out. Tries to get his own rebound, but there's Brown. Colson Brown with his first bucket of the ball game draws the Challengers within 5.
And boy, did the Challengers need that.
Swing pass for Prims. Wall has it out on the wing, guarded by Hall. Now to Hodges. Hodges trying to shake Brayley Richardson there with the defense. And the shot rolls around and down.
Hodges now has 8 in the...
So Dayton making some noise here in the third quarter of play, and now they lead by 7. It is the Pirates 42, the Challengers 35. We'll be right back after these messages.
It's game day or a family get-together. Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
We love our sports here.
It's our responsibility to keep them great. And we need you to know your role.
You can be a player.
You can be a coach. You can be a spectator.
Or an official.
But you only get to be one.
Know your role.
Parents, release your kid to the game.
It's my experience.
Don't yell at the refs. They have a hard job.
Know your role.
Players, respect your opponents.
Love to play, win or lose.
Know your role.
So what do you do when you get injured in a motorcycle accident and you need legal help? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Made a 3 in the second half.
Well, we're getting ready to start the fourth quarter of play. Dayton on a roll right now, leading by 7 in the ball game against the Challengers. The Pirates coming in as the number 2 team in the Oregon 3A. And as Hodges drives to the hoop, ball's out of bounds. Stripe save was last touched by the Challengers.
Blocked by one of the Challengers.
Wall now shooting and knocking it down is Lane Garrison.
Inbounds play so far. Dayton with a 3 and a 2 on their last 2 inbounds plays that they ran.
Hall gets a screen from Brown. Colson with it. Gonna drive. Spins around. Looks down low for Austin Maurer. He can't hold on, and it is taken away by the Pirates.
And the Pirates doing a very good job here in the second half of really not letting the ball get to Austin Maurer at all so far, and especially down on the low block.
Freeborn for Hodges. Cross-court pass now for Caleb Prims. They'll feed it now for Garrison. And what you can see, all 5 of these guys that are out here on the floor for Dayton, these guys can all play.
Yeah, they're very good basketball players.
Hodges against Brown. He'll kick it out. Wall shoots from downtown. Misses everything, and there is Hall out of backcourt. His team down by 9, 6:32 left to go. Hall spins to the hoop. Whistle and a foul called against Dayton.
And that's on Hodges.
And that'll send Hall to the free throw line as the Pirates are in the penalty. First free throw attempt by Hall is good. He's got 7 on the night, make that 8. And Cascade Christian going to call a timeout here with 6:27 to go. Right now it's the Pirates leading this one by 7. We'll be right back after these messages.
Where do you find information about paying for medical treatment after a car crash? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. LetUsFightForYou.com, helping Oregonians get justice
for the first month only, right? That's how they get you.
For as long as I want. Why so skeptical?
I was told she'd weigh 30 pounds.
Get unlimited data for just $29 per line, even just one, only at US Cellular, where every plan is price protected.
Get one line for just $29 at Siskiyou Cellular, the Rogue Valley's exclusive US Cellular authorized agent. Visit souscellular.com for details.
So what do you do when you can't work because you were injured on the job? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. LetUsFightForYou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Back here at the Cascade Christian Pavilion, Jim McCoy along with Mark McLemore and Aaron Nilsson. Near steal in the backcourt by Hall as he hounds Boston Hodges. Swing it for Ashley. Skip pass. Now down on the short corner for Wall. Wall with 12 hit. And you can see they're trying to work that clock. Ashley almost loses it for a second. Will kick it out. And the shot in and out.
You gotta get the rebound. That's been a Challenger problem for a long time.
Ashley, now Hodges. Hodges drives the lane. They're going to kick it out for Ashley. Ashley. And a foul called against Cascade Christian. And that'll go against Cannon Anderson.
It just, at this point, doesn't hurt the Challengers.
No, only 3 team fouls for Cascade. Farmer checks in as Hall comes out. Hodges. They'll bring it out. Working on Farmer. Work down inside. Good teamwork there. And the Pirates are up by 9. Austin Maurer, high post against Ashley. Feeds it for Anderson. Anderson starts a drive, goes hard to the hole. He lays it up and in. Challengers now within 7 with 4:54 left to go in the ball game.
Yeah, they need to stop in another bucket to put a little.
And a call against Anderson. That'll be his 3rd personal. He'll come out of the ball game as Hall comes back in. Hodges shakes and bakes and gets it back out for Ashley. Ashley shoots, misses. Farmer with the rebound. He'll try to push it back out of backcourt, and Dayton back in good transition defense. Peyton Maurer, that's Hall actually. Drew Hall draws the challengers within 4. Wall makes a move to the hoop. His shot short.
But he gets bailed out by the officials.
And Wall will go to the free throw line with the challengers trailing by 4 with 3:58 to go in the ball game. Tristan Wallace and Cannon Anderson getting ready to check back into the ball game. First free throw attempt. Wall misses that one, and you won't see that too often. Wall, second attempt. And he gets that one to go, makes it a 5-point game.
Timeout Dayton.
Timeout called on the floor. We will take one as well. Pirates.
You an honorably discharged U.S. veteran? If so, did you know that you and your spouse could save approximately $5,000 by taking advantage of using a VA National Cemetery? You and your spouse get a grave or urn space, grave lining, opening and closing, headstone, and perpetual care, all free. Conger Morris can assist you with making all final arrangements and also help with other benefits that you and your spouse are entitled to as a veteran. Call Conger Morris or visit one of the offices.
3:58 left to go in the ball game. Not an insurmountable deficit, but the challengers with some work to do and not a lot of time to do it in.
No, and they've had trouble getting stops. Dayton's been doing a good job of scoring the basketball and being very efficient, shooting the ball on their end of the court when they have it. So challengers are going to have to make some defensive adjustments and get some stops here at the end to get back in this one.
Challengers come out with Peyton Maurer, Cannon Anderson, Drew Hall, Austin Maurer, and Tristan Wallace. Pirates come out with Boston Hodges, with Caleb Prims, Trey Wall. Also have Michael Freeborn and Lucas Ashley. Anderson, top of the key, open look for Hall. Shot a little bit long.
Good
Peyton
luck.
Maurer tries to make a move for it.
Good luck for Hall, though. One he can make.
Remains a 5-point ball game. Making a move is Freeborn. Keeps his dribble, but he's hounded there by Wallace. Ashley, guarded by Austin Maurer. Pass up top. Hall gets a hand on it. And we'll have a foul called against Cascade Christian. And now for the challengers at 16 fouls as Colson Brown gets ready to check in. Wall will take care of the inbound just in front of us. Hodges, guarded by Anderson. He'll pull up in the paint. His shot is good.
And that's what the challengers can't do, is they can't get a stop. 10 points now for Hodges.
Hall with the basketball, swings it for Brown. Brown's going to drive hard to the hole. His shot is up and around it. It won't stick. Foul going to be called against Hall. That'll be his third. 35 to go. Now 1-and-1 opportunity for Caleb Prims.
Yes, and if you're the Pirates here, you just have to make your free throws and you're going to go home with a victory. Prims makes the first one.
Now it's an 8-point game. Second attempt on its way, and that's good. 2:34 to go in the ball game. Hall starts to make a move, and we have a whistle and a foul called, much to the chagrin of Coach Ron Hopp and the Pirate faithful that are in attendance this evening. Trey Wall whistled for the personal, his second of the ball game, and that will send Hall to the free throw line. 9-point game with 2:29 to go.
Yeah, 1-on-1 now for Drew Hall.
That one catches the front iron. He gets that one to go down. Challengers within 8. Been a quiet night for Austin Maurer, just
especially in the second half. Dayton's done a good job of taking him out of it.
Challengers within 7 now as Hall goes 2 for 2. Ball knocked around on the backcourt. Dayton will keep possession. Challengers with full court pressure. Quickly up the floor they go. Austin Maurer going to feed it to Ashley. Ashley being hounded defensively in the low block. They'll kick it up top for Freeborn. Ashley against Brown. Going to kick it out. Whistle stopping play.
What's going on?
That is the question of the moment.
We have a clock problem.
Okay, they needed to do a clock reset. So now we did read 224. It's now at 212.
Yeah, I think it must have not started maybe when play started.
Wall inbound for Ashley. Ashley trying to work his way through traffic. Works it way up high. Prims now for Hodges. Hodges against Cannon Anderson. Near steal by Hall. But the Pirates do a good job of hanging on to it. And a timeout called by Dayton. 1:55 to go. It's a 7-point ball game. We'll take a quick timeout and we'll be right back.
This is Maya. As an embedded systems engineering student at Rogue Community College, Maya spends a lot of time in the lab, learning circuit design and making great connections with her instructors and classmates. By riding the bus and not owning a car, Maya saves almost $1,000 a month. RVTD helps Maya get to and from class safely and easily, enabling her to invest in her bright future at Oregon Tech. Way to go, Maya!
Back here at the Cascade Christian Pavilion, the Dayton Pirates, you know, the Challengers wanted tough competition in their preseason schedule, and by golly, they got it tonight.
Yeah, they certainly have. Dayton's come out and played very hard and been very consistent, and the Challengers really struggled in that third quarter, getting outscored by Dayton 17-8, and they just haven't been able to recover from that, is really what's happened here.
Well, that's the thing about the good teams, that they will take your margins away.
And build their own.
51-45. Inbounding will be Wall. Ashley back to Wall. Up top it goes for Prims. Challengers trying to do a little trapping defensively. And a foul called against Cannon Anderson. And that will send...
And that's Cannon's fourth personal.
Michael Freeborn. Freeborn, a 6'2", senior, opportunity here with 1:44 to go. Put a little more distance between the Pirates and Challengers.
And he makes the first one.
52-44. Can he make it 53? He does. 1:44 to go. Hall out of backcourt. Hall drives hard to the hole. He lays it up and in. Drew Hall got him at 16 for the night. Challengers with trapping pressure. And a foul called against Cascade. That'll go against Austin Maurer. For the 7-footer, that'll be his second foul of the game.
And Challengers just not able to get that stop or get the turnover that they need to get back in this one. Dayton being very smart in how they're playing this down the stretch.
Free throw attempt, rims out. Colson Brown there. Outlets for Maurer. Maurer says, yeah, I can take it out of backcourt. Austin, skip pass for Farmer, feeds Brown. Brown starts to make a move, and we have a whistle and a foul called against the Pirates. That'll go against Caleb Prims, his third personal of the ball game. That will send the junior, Colson Brown, to the free throw line. First free throw attempt. Rolls out. It remains a 7-point ball game. Second attempt on its way. That one goes. Challengers now within 6. Peyton Maurer checks into the ball game. He's in there along with his brother Austin, Cannon Anderson, Drew Hall. And out of bounds play. Turnover for the Pirates with 1:08 to go. And the call goes the Challengers' way.
Well, and it's the Challengers would like it not to be a call because they made a layup after it. Now they have to inbound the basketball.
Anderson feeds it and it's knocked out of bounds. Last touched by the Pirates. 1:06 to go, and it is a 6-point ball game. Peyton Maurer for Brown. Austin Maurer will shoot from downtown, and the bank is open as the Challengers draw within 3. We'll keep it right here with 59.7 left to go on the ball game, Mark.
Yeah, and Coach Hopp is still not happy about that call.
Letting the official hear about it.
Yeah. Well, anyway, Dayton with the basketball and a 3-point lead, and the Challengers have been unable to get a stop. Now, if we were next year, think about this, a year from now, with a 35-second shot clock, the Challengers would be guaranteed, if they could get a stop, to get a possession to tie this one up. However, with the way things are right now, that is not the case because Dayton can basically run out the clock. So you're going to have to figure out, if you're the Challengers, how far you want to let this clock go down before you're going to take a foul and put Dayton on the free throw line, hope for a miss and an opportunity to tie it up. Unfortunately for the Challengers, well, or fortunately, I guess, they're still in the 9-foul area, so they would get a 1-and-1. Well, no, the 10th that'll be the 10th foul. So actually, the next foul will be 2 shots for Dayton.
53-50. The Challengers making it a little dramatic here at the end of the ball game. The trademark of this Challenger team has always been its defense, and tonight, Dayton has found ways to score points. Quickly up the floor it goes. Steal by the Challengers. Austin Maurer up the floor to Anderson. Feeds it back for Maurer. He'll shoot from 3. His shot off target, no good. Fight for the ball.
There's nothing wrong with that shot to tie it up, and Dayton now, one of the players cramping.
Yeah,
looks like.
Trey Wall. Foul called against Farmer. That'll be his second personal of the ball game.
And the Challengers with an amazing chance to tie the game up right there. Austin Maurer unable to knock down that three. And now with a couple of free throws here, Dayton can pretty much make this ice this one off.
Jaron Frankowiak getting ready to check back in, and the Challenger trainer, Kurt Smet, tending to Trey Wall. So Frankowiak will come in. Farmer comes out. Wall escorted back to the Pirate bench.
And Kellen Clicker getting a hand for cleaning up the sweat on the floor.
He manages to find a way to
get the spotlight.
Get some love, yeah. And now he's given a king's welcome back at the Challenger bench. There you go. There's your 15 seconds of fame for the night. And meanwhile, Lucas Ashley at the free throw line.
And 2 shots here for Ashley.
Knocks down the first free throw attempt. Pirate lead is now 4. Ashley with 6 points on the night. Second attempt on its way, and that's good. At least a 2-possession game. Frankowiak trying to feed it inside. Tip back for Hall, though. Frankowiak's going to shoot from downtown. His shot just a little bit long. Maurer trying to climb the golden ladder to get that rebound, and it goes out of bounds. And it'll be Dayton basketball. Derek Farmer going to check in. Now Frankowiak going to come out as Coach Morris does a little platooning down the stretch. Out of backcourt, Hodges.
And I think that's going to be it for Cannon Anderson, I think.
Yes, it is. So Cannon Anderson, 2 points on the night. He's used up his final foul of the evening. Colson Brown going to check in for the Challengers. Free throw in and out by Hodges. It remains a 5-point ball game with 29.9 to go in the ball game. Hodges, second attempt, that one no good. And it's been that kind of night for Dayton as they get the offensive rebound. Foul called against Cascade Christian. That'll go against Austin Maurer, his third of the ball game.
Michael Freeborn will shoot the free throws. He's made 2 already here in the last minute.
Free throw, in and out, no good. Austin Maurer going to quickly come out of the Challenger lineup.
Not sure why, but okay.
Yeah. Free throw short, ball loose on the floor. Colson Brown trying to wrestle with it. And you just can't do that.
Can't get a rebound on a free throw. Unbelievable. Shooting themselves in the foot.
Well, one of the problems you have guys trying to dribble it off the floor
instead of
before getting control of it.
Picking it up and controlling it.
Free throw attempt. So Dayton calling a timeout with 21.3 left to go in the ball game. 57-50. We'll be back after these messages.
You an honorably discharged U.S. veteran. If so, did you know that you and your spouse could save approximately $5,000 by taking advantage of using a VA National Cemetery? You and your spouse get a grave or urn space, grave lining, opening and closing, headstone, and perpetual care, all assist you with making all final arrangements and also help with other benefits that you and your spouse are entitled to as a veteran. Call Conger Morris or visit one of the offices.
Yep. .3 left to go in the ball game. The Dayton Pirates showing why they're one of the top teams once again in the Oregon 3A. Wallace with the inbound to Hall. 20 seconds left to go. He's going to shoot from downtown. Shot short, no good. And it ends up going the Pirates' way. And that a microcosm of the evening. Hodges takes the inbound. Freeborn with it out of backcourt. Quickly up the floor to Wall. Ashley. And time will run down. And the Dayton Pirates come away the victors. They defeat the Cascade Christian Challengers, who lose their second consecutive game. This one, a score of 57-50. We'll take a quick timeout, and when we return, we'll bring you the Medford Southern Oregon Sports Commission's Know Your Role campaign post-game show, and that'll be coming up here on TableRockSports.net.
What do you do when you get injured in a motorcycle accident and you need legal help? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. LetUsFightForYou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Get ready for winter's snowy, icy, slippery roads at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We've stocked up on over 100 quality pre-owned trucks and SUVs, and every pre-owned 4x4 and all-wheel drive in stock is sale price. Many are still under factory warranty or come with our 60-day, 3,000-mile comprehensive used vehicle warranty. And our finance experts are ready to help with a quick, easy, and hassle-free process with great finance options. Be safe, warm, and secure this winter. Get to the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
So what do you do when you get injured on the job and need to know your rights with workers' compensation? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. LetUsFightForYou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Any phone you want.
Any one I want?
Any phone you want.
Connection is the greatest gift of all. At US Cellular, we're offering any phone free for new and current customers, plus $100 to spend on accessories.
New and current customers get any phone free at Siskiyou Cellular, the Rogue Valley's exclusive authorized agent for US Cellular. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Welcome to the Southern Oregon Sports Commission post-game show on TableRockSports.net. Jim McCoy along with Mark McLemore and Aaron Nilsson. Challengers take one on the chin tonight, losing by a score of 57-50. With that, the Challengers go to 2-2, while the Dayton Pirates, a team that, well, you always know that they're going to be in that mix of top 5 teams in the state. And if there was any doubt before that they wouldn't be a big part of what happens in Oregon 3A basketball, I think tonight definitely they have made believers of those in attendance this evening as they come away with the victory. The Pirates now raise their record to 5-1, while the Challengers slipped to 2-2. Challengers, it was a back-and-forth affair, tightly contested ball game, but the Challengers in the first half did enough of a job to be able to take a lead into the halftime locker room. But even in that first half, the Pirates, playing disciplined basketball, knocked down 53% of their shots in the first half. And then in the second half, the Pirates end up pulling ahead, and the Challengers just go ice cold down the stretch. We saw the Challengers struggle to get rebounds, and the Pirates knocked down the shots that they needed down the stretch, and they end up coming away winners, and probably just another one of those nights that ends up being a teachable moment for the Challengers.
Well, there's no doubt about that. You look at the way this game went, it was really that third quarter. The Challengers in the other, they win 3 of the 4 quarters of this basketball, win or tie 3 out of the 4 quarters, and lose that third quarter 17-8. So they just came out of the locker room cold. And didn't really make shots, only scoring 8 points in the third quarter, and that's going to hurt you every time against a good team like Dayton. Dayton very consistent in what they scored throughout the game, and in that third quarter they scored 17 points. They scored 17 and 15 in the last 2 quarters. The Challengers 8 and 15. So the Challengers tied them in the fourth quarter, but that's not going to do you any good when you're down 7 to start the fourth.
Right.
And that was the problem for Cascade Christian. They lost it in the third quarter. Could never get it back, and were never able to really get that close. They got within 3 and did have that 1 3-point shot by Austin Maurer that would have tied the game at 55, I think, or 53, something like that. Anyway, had that opportunity to do that, but that was the last time they got that close. Dayton made some free throws down the stretch, as the good teams do, pulled away for the victory, and the Challengers still trying to figure some things out. I think both teams did a good job of taking care of the basketball. Cascade Christian with 9 turnovers, Dayton with just 7, and only 2 in the second half. So a really good job in the second half of Dayton taking care of the basketball. Dayton shoots 22 for 39. That's 56% for the ball game. And they shot 10 for 17 in the second half. 10 for 17 in the second half. So a really nice job of taking the shots they wanted to take and knocking down the ones they needed to win the basketball game. Yeah, you'll take 10 for 17 in the second half any day of the week.
Absolutely.
And they did a great job of that. They were 8 for 14 from the free throw line. That's their one bugaboo, just 57%. They missed a couple of free throws at the end of the game that they probably will make, I would say, later on in the season. But just 57% from the free throw line for Dayton. For the Challengers, they shoot 17 for 41. That's just 41%. But that's not a terrible night. So, you'll take anything over 40. 11 for 15 from the free throw line. That's 73%. So pretty good job from the free throw line as well. But really the bugaboo was just letting Dayton shoot 56%. You let a good team like that shoot 56%, and they're going to beat you most nights. And that's what Dayton did tonight. Scoring, first for Dayton, 10 points for Boston Hodges on the night. Caleb Prim had 13 points. Trey Wall with 9. Lane Garrison with 6. Michael Freeborn had 11. And Lucas Ashley had 7 for the night for Dayton. For the Challengers, Austin Maurer with 14. Colson Brown had 3. Peyton Maurer had 4. Drew Hall had 16 points on the night. Tristan Wallace with 2. Cannon Anderson with 2. And Frankowiak with 9. So that was your scoring for the Challengers. Just a rough night, I think, in terms of defensive, presence and, challenging shots and those kinds of things that usually are associated with a good Challenger defense. Tonight, too many opportunities for Dayton in areas where they can make shots. You let a team, again, shoot 56%, you're going to lose a lot of ball games.
Absolutely. Well, that'll wrap up things here as we get ready now to bring the Challenger girls in action against Phoenix tonight. We thank you for watching today's broadcast. We'd like to thank Cascade Christian High School Athletic Nate Maben for hosting the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night on TableRockSports.net. And our thanks to head coaches Brian Morse and Ron Hopp. Our next broadcast is coming up in mere moments as the Challenger girls take on the Lady Pirates. For Aaron Nilsson and Mark McLemore, I'm Jim McCoy. Have a good night, everybody.